be the group of death, but the toughest pool in this summer's Copa America could yet represent a terminal blow to Jurgen Klinsmann's future as U.S. national team coach. Make no mistake, USA, on home soil, have a difficult task just to get out of the group, and failure to finish first in Group A could mean a last 8-8 with Brazil. Copa America 2016, USA drawn with Colombia, Costa Rica and Paraguay. As it happened, USA were given a difficult task in their bid to win the Copa America on home soil, being drawn alongside Colombia, Costa Rica and Paraguay. Read more. USA, the hosts of this year's Centenario, a special edition conceived to mark 100 years of the Copa America, were drawn on Sunday night in a testing group alongside Colombia, Costa Rica and Paraguay. Having landed Paraguay, the strongest team from Pot 4, and Costa Rica, the strongest in Pot 3, it seemed fated that USA would not be facing Ecuador from Pot 2. Gasps filled the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York when Colombia's name was read out to complete Group A. Klinsmann, who has come in for some criticism after an up and down year in 2015, remained upbeat. "It's doable," he said afterwards, grinning broadly. "We had a similar kind of scenario in Brazil and we went through, but this time we're playing Colombia right away instead of Ghana. Colombia is one of the top teams in South America, no doubt about it. Paraguay is strong and Costa Rica we know about. We start right on our toes in Santa Clara. It's exciting." USA face Colombia at Levi's Stadium in the tournament's opening game on the 3rd of June. They play Costa Rica in Chicago 4 days later and then take on Paraguay in Philadelphia on the 11th of June. It was a fact not lost on Klinsmann that Colombia, no 8, and Costa Rica, no 31, are currently rated above USA in FIFA's latest world rankings, even though USA, as hosts, were given a top seeding. USA lost 1-0 to a Joel Campbell goal against Costa Rica in October, while their previous game against Colombia, in London at the end of 2014, ended in a 2-1 defeat. USA and Colombia also met in the group stages of the 1994 World Cup, when USA's shock 2-1 win in the Rose Bowl led to tragedy. The result sent Colombia home, and 10 days after the defeat, Andres Escobar, the 27-year-old defender who had diverted a John Harkes cross into his own net for USA's opener, was murdered in Medellin, reportedly as punishment for his own goal. Klinsmann insisted he was happier now he knew his opponents. "It's good to know the teams, and we can put a scouting plan together, get our homework done, and prepare the guys. It's just exciting. We played Colombia 1.5 years ago in London and we had them right on the edge. We gave an easy goal away at the end, but it was an even game. It's going to be good. I think it's hugely exciting. Now finally we have the groups, and people can become aware of what's coming. It's an avalanche. It's huge. It's absolutely big, and it's really going to get all the soccer people going. It's a fantastic opportunity for us to show that the game here is getting bigger and bigger and bigger." Jose Pekerman, Colombia's coach, admitted it was a very balanced group but expected USA to be their toughest opponent. USA is an important team, has always been a team with a high level, has shown the world in the CONCACAF, and is led by a great coach. Paraguay, ranked no 42, have a pedigree, and reached the quarter-finals of the 2010 World Cup before losing to eventual champions Spain. Costa Rica are one of CONCACAF's strongest teams, and have enjoyed good recent results against USA, including a 3-1 victory in World Cup qualification in 2013. Los Ticos also reached the quarter-finals in Brazil 2 years ago, keeping Holland scoreless before losing on penalties. Brazil, 8 times winners of the Copa America, were drawn in Group B, and Dunga, in his second spell as coach, will expect a 100% record in a relatively straightforward group. Peru, Haiti and Ecuador look to be playing for second place, and for USA and Colombia, failure to win their group could be significant. "We have to learn how to win knockout games," Klinsmann said. No better way to start it than a Copa America. Chile, the holders, and Argentina, ranked no. 2, opened their campaigns against each other in a hugely appealing fixture in Group D, but both sides will be confident of progressing. Panama were unfortunate to go out in the semi-finals of the Gold Cup, and Bolivia reached the quarter-finals in last year's Copa America, but failure to progress forward would represent a major shock for Chile and Argentina. Group C looks more competitive. Top seeds Mexico were drawn with Venezuela and Jamaica, as well as Uruguay, who boast a record 15 Copa America titles. The incentive to win the group is the chance to avoid a potential quarter-final with Argentina in Foxborough. Lionel Messi has committed to playing in the tournament, and organizers also hope Neymar, Luis Suarez and Alexis Sanchez will choose to play, although Neymar has said he'll play in the Olympics in Rio, too, which could affect his presence in America. The Copa America Centenario begins on Friday the 3rd of June, and the final will be played at New Jersey's MetLife Stadium on Sunday the 26th of June.